you all for your patience. We're going to start taking questions now.
Hi guys, and welcome along to the start of Season 2 here with #United. Not to worry if you're new, I'll just give you a quick catch up and explain that we started off down in League 2 with a bunch of mid-40 rated players as I put the #United roster into the game. We made a number of key acquisitions in that first season and somehow managed to get to League 1 via the promotion playoffs. The first of those key acquisitions was Ashley Williams, the former Welsh international, who was a free agent and helped marshal the team from the centre of defence. Some absolutely amazing performances all round got us that promotion, but players to watch out for are Anthony Page between the sticks, Waller Lassen in midfield when he returns from a long layoff, and George Smith up front as he was on fire last season. We strengthened mid-season with a loan deal for Karamoko Dembele from Celtic, whilst Lee Cundle also joined the Tags on a loan-to-buy deal from the Wolves too. Both of these are deals that we hope to make permanent at the end of the season as they've really enriched the team's playing style. But anyway, enough about last season, let's get into the action in this second season here with #United as we've got 9 games to get through in the first month of league action.
That's all we've got time for today. Thanks for coming, everyone.
And so here we go to the first game of the season, a trip to Sinsel Bank to face off against Lincoln City. And it was Lincoln that had the first real chance of the game, albeit from the edge of the box. Once again, Anthony Page was there to turn it around the post. Lincoln would have their second chance of the game about 5 minutes later as a deep cross catches Gleed out and we're not only saved by the bar, but also the linesman as Law is flagged offside. And then, in traditional # style, what had been a slow burner for us turned on its head very quickly. Firstly with this chance for Dembele, and then another from a corner for Smithy. And it was that pair that linked up later in the game as Smithy rides a challenge here from behind and sends Dembele away down the left. He does well to cut back inside, but the finish on his weak foot doesn't challenge the keeper. Right, here we go into the second half, and as you know, I wouldn't normally show a highlight reel this long, especially when we have so many games to get through. But check out the number of passes in this move from the kick-off. He was cycling the ball around the back line to create an opportunity. 11 passes before we can unleash Gleed down the left-hand side, and that's with Cundle having nearly been maimed in the process. As we get upfield though, it's an exquisite back heel from Karamoko into Cundle, and the weight of the cross is absolutely perfect. Smith arriving at the back post as the defence have all been drawn towards the ball, and it's an absolutely stunning finish from Smithy for his first of what is bound to be many, many goals this season. Well, as if one long highlight wasn't enough, here comes another, and this is all about how to use the high press. We don't relent, and in the end, they end up pumping the ball upfield straight into our clutches. Now, don't get me wrong, we still have a huge amount to do at that stage. We start off with some great interchange play before Aaron Malaran realises a ball into the box isn't really on and checks back, cycles the ball across the box. We work the defence and gift Smithy his second of the game. That is 10 minutes of football, and Lincoln are never going to want to see that again. Absolutely awesome football by the Tags. We seem to have everything pretty much under control for the rest of the game, but Ashley Williams had clearly switched off with a few minutes to go, and Law ended up with far too much space to get in behind and get one back for Lincoln. So there we go, first game of the season done and dusted, and 3 points on the board for the Tags. Let's go. We were back at home for the second game of the season, and it was the perfect time to turn beast mode on, as Akinfinwa's previous club, Wycombe Wanderers, visited the Len Salmon Stadium. Things didn't get off to the best of starts though, as Wycombe got clear down our left and delivered a deep ball that caught out Reece Hewitt at the back post. And suddenly, Wycombe were 1-0 up. We did start to get a foothold in the game shortly thereafter though, and some good link-up play between Gleed and Karamoko led to the winger being denied at close range. The goalkeeper's kick was scooped up by Ando though, and after Hilton and Kundal had done their work to unlock Karamoko, he got his head up, and it just had to be, didn't it? Beast mode. Maybe we shouldn't have celebrated like that though. Kind of always comes back to bite you, doesn't it? Especially when Paige and Ando do something uncharacteristically like this. The ref then decided that Wickham needed a little more help and gives them a really soft penalty. Ashley really wasn't happy about it either. They step up and score it too, and now we really face an uphill battle. Things went from bad to worse in the second half though, and we don't clear the ball from the corner, and Wickham make it 4. Time to draw a line under this one, I think, and remember that Wickham came down from the Championship. Next up, it was a trip to the Matchroom Stadium to face off against Leyton Orient in the Carabao Cup. And we get going early doors, even though we have a makeshift lineup for the cup competitions this year, which should hopefully give us a chance to rotate in players that don't necessarily get games all the time. A great overlapping run here from Louis Bacane, but a poor cross that I thought had seen the chance peter out. And I'm really not sure about this one from Gregory either, but the ref doesn't give the foul, so we'll take it. Corner for Orient then, but as the ball drops out from the clearance, Probert has so much work to do. Nonetheless, he completely ignores that fact, and here comes perhaps the best individual goal I've scored so far on FIFA 21. All was going well until later in the game, but this makeshift lineup started to tire, and Leyton Orient started to get back into it, grabbing themselves a goal. I mean, that's okay. Only 10 minutes to hold on. No. Here we go then. Looks like penalties. But hang on. Great work by Bales to win that, and Tapia from the Youth Academy does exactly that. Taps it in. What a game. Back to league action next as we head to Crewe. And just a reminder of those EFL goalkeeper kits that I've licensed for the expansion mod. As you can see here, I think they look pretty sharp. And whilst we've already seen perhaps one of the best individual goals we've scored so far with hashtag, this is probably one of the best goals we've scored. It's not quite a bicycle kick, but a great finish from Karamoko Dembele nonetheless. 1-0 to the Tags, that'll do, another 3 points on the board. Next up, the Saddlers visited the Len Salmon Stadium, and it was not an entertaining game, the only highlight being Ashley Williams bringing down Gordon in the box. Referee carded him for it. And then the big man on campus, Hargis, steps up with Paige absent and saves everyone's bacon as he turns a burn spot kick around the post. Now, with the month well underway and the transfer deadline looming, I thought I'd take a look if there was anyone we could snap up off the free agents list to try and help bolster our midfield. And I thought I'd found just the man, but Barry Bannon thought he was too good for us. Not to worry. I found another Scot, former Luton Town man Andrew Shinney. 67 rated overall, He should really add some decent experience down the spine of the team. Oh, and check out who we have next. I wonder if he can make an impact against his former club. Well, it's another game that was devoid of action in the first half, but we hope to change that going into the second. Karamoko was so unlucky here, having initially sent the defender to the shops. He gets back into shape well, but our high press game comes into its own in these situations, and Smith turns pickpocket before setting Aramalaran up for the first and only goal of the game. That's not to say it was the only action though, as Berry drew a great save from Anthony Page. Next up, we had Doncaster in the Carabao Cup and a chance to give some of the second string a run out. But 90 minutes of football couldn't separate us, and so we ended up in a shootout. Who's going to make a name for themselves? Well, it wouldn't be Williams. Nor would it be Whiteman for Donny. No, we've not won, but 2 saves. It would be Hargis who'd steal the headlines. Whilst Akinfenwa would step up and seal the deal. Back to league action at the Spotland Stadium against Rochdale next, and our best chance of the first half came from a free kick that Karamoko managed to just about squeeze over the top of the wall, but it was covered well by Bazunat for Rochdale. We kept up our good defensive efforts during the early phase of the second half too, as Rochdale tried to break us down. But we were finally undone when Lund spun O'Rourke in the box and Ando was too far away to make up the ground. Rochdale's captain getting the only goal in a very closely contested battle. Okay, final game of the month and it's EFL trophy time. And it's the young Argentine Tapia looking to make moves early doors. He can't beat the keeper. Some really solid defending here from Reece Hewitt, playing in his favoured left-back position now. And he does well to feed it into Howard. A first-time pass finds Lee Hersey, and he puts Tapia free and clear. The defender though makes up the ground and puts enough pressure on Tapia to make the Argentinian miss the chance. One last effort before the end of the first half as Probert plays in Tapia and he manages to feed it into Lee Hersey, only for him to miss the target. A good half of football for the Tags, but no reward just yet. It's more of the same as the second half gets underway as Probert fizzes a ball into Hersey and his shot from the edge of the box is turned around the post by the Barnsley keeper. So, to the bench we go, the all-important changes coming with just 10 minutes left on the clock. Both Asude and Hilton enter the fray in place of 2 players who've impressed this game, Howard and Probert. Here we go then, Hargis comes out and gathers the ball from the corner and he's eager to get hashtag forward. He throws it out to Sangano, he immediately plays it onto Hersey, who's got eyes to shift the ball across field. Picks out Tapia, who we've just seen is carrying a knock. He shifts it onto Hilton, who then looks wide for Albie Keefe. Great run here by Albie Keefe, and he's got men arriving in the box. And he cuts it back to Hilton. Hilton, yes! And it's a goal for the Tags. Hilton checking in at the front desk in the dying moments of this game, and we secure the dub. What a move! Amazing composure there from the lad. That's literally his second touch of the game, having just come off the bench. So there we go, boys. 9 games down, and we currently sit mid-table, just 3 points behind the leaders with it all to play for. We're also still in all of the cup competitions, meaning the entire squad should still continue to get a decent run out. As for the next episode, we'll start on deadline day, where I'm hoping a few of the boys get some loan deals, but I really don't expect us to do too much business aside from that. But you never know, there might be another deal or two in the pipeline. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, but most importantly of all, don't forget to hashtag it.